podcast is powered by Hype Girl. Hype Girl was born out of our passion and love for inspiring amazing women just like you. There is no superpower quite like being a woman, so we have made it our mission to create spaces, events, and tables where there is always room for one more, and all are always welcome. Come find out more about it at hypegirl.us.
Hey besties, it's almost time for the 6th annual Hype Girl International Women's Day celebration on Friday, March 6, 2026. So go online to iwd2026.eventbrite.com or onto our website at hypegirl.us for all of the details. And now, enjoy the show.
Welcome to the Do It Ugly podcast. Here are your hosts, Stacey Lyon and Jenny King.
Welcome to America's Got Talent, where Stacey today is going to be burping the alphabet for us all. Can you do that? Do you have
I've never tried that.
Burping talents?
I don't. I mean, they sound like they're from a trucker. I mean, yeah, I can belch like a nasty old man, but I've never tried to put it to song or to the alphabet.
Have you seen that Sprite challenge that people do on social media? It's
of course not
the dumbest thing I've ever seen. And it's not on the TikTok. I think I've mostly seen it on Instagram. It's where they literally chug a Sprite.
I don't know how you can chug anything with carbonation.
Well, that's what happens. They chug it, and then all of a sudden their body rejects it, and it
shoots out of
this
you.
Massive belch. I would never try it. It's right up there with the cinnamon challenge for me.
Not familiar with that one either.
It's where people were dry mouthing an entire heaping spoonful of cinnamon and trying not to choke to death, right? Going on in life.
What? We're classier than this. Let's restart this.
Why is that not classy to commentate on the things that we see out in the wild, like an anthropological study?
Hey, besties. Welcome on back.
In today's episode of Trying to Feel Smart while also not being smart. Is that what we're doing today?
Yeah, I think that's a great topic for today. So Jenny and I have been having this conversation about, should we make our podcast a little bit smarter? Because we feel like we're pretty smart ladies. We've got a decent head on our shoulders, but we come on the podcast and this is pure fun for us.
Yes.
And it's like we're just having girl talk. We're not really putting too much thought into it. And we're like, are you guys getting enough out of this? Is this what you want? Do you want more? Do you want us to talk about something a little bit more intellectual? I don't know. Tell us what you want.
It's a constant battle because, like I told you the other day, I always want to make sure if somebody's taking their time away from whatever it is, that it's valuable, right? And they walk away with something really great. But then also at the same time, you never know what somebody else needs, because we actually had the opportunity to talk to one of our real listeners in person the other day.
We found her.
We did find her. We found the one listener in the wild. Caitlin, we love you. But we found her in the wild and she gave us this amazing feedback, just really talking about the fact that she did enjoy it. It was a nice little escape. So it's always that constant battle of, what's the right thing? What's the wrong thing? And I don't know. We just are who we are. I think sometimes we're going to be smart and sometimes we're going to be just goofy as heck. And that's just going to be what it's going to be, I think.
Okay.
And I think I'm okay. I think I'm coming to terms to being okay with that.
Okay, good.
Maybe.
I'm glad. What are you going to get today? I don't know, ladies, because it hasn't come out of our mouth yet. So,
well, we did have We did have kind of a smart topic to talk about today.
Oh, okay. What are we talking about?
Well, so we were talking about at dinner the other night about how, as women, we have all been in this space at some point where we feel like sometimes we're just going through the motions and you just do things for the sake of doing them, not because there's any great result desired or because you know what's going to happen on the other side, just like checking boxes for the sake of checking them. I don't feel like I do that as much anymore.
Yeah, probably not anymore. But I was thinking back, several years ago when I used to use pen and paper and I had my Franklin planner and I would write down all of your to-do list and your goals for the day. And then you'd prioritize them A, B, C, and you would check them off. But I would find myself writing things down that really were give me's just because I wanted to check the box and feel accomplished, So
I've done that. I've been guilty of doing that.
I might put on my to-do list, call Jenny. I was going to do that anyway.
Right.
Did it really deserve a check mark? Probably not.
But it felt good to check it off.
But it felt good And sometimes you're having a slow morning or a rough start and you need some checks to get that momentum going underneath of you and to feel
like
good.
you're doing something.
And then you can tackle some of the more challenging tasks on your list. But I don't do it as much anymore because I'm not really a to-do lister in that sense anymore. Now I've switched to the calendar on my iPhone and I do put things on there that need to be done, whether it's a call with a client, picking up materials, scheduling contractors, but they're more broad category items rather than minutia.
Did we talk about this minutia word and why we can't say it on our podcast?
Oh, no. I didn't know that.
Okay,
no.
hold on.
Sorry, do I need to take that back?
No. I'm going to tell you, and we're going to put a pin in that. We'll come back. But I love how different you and I are because I, too, am a person who always has loved planners, and I've always bought a lot of planners.
Oh, yeah, they're so pretty.
But
I always needed a fancy pen to write in with them.
But I never actually did anything with them. Like I would write random notes and pretend like I was going to be really organized. And then it would get sat down. And what really ends up happening, if you look in my work bag, I've got it right here. I have a smattering typically of just random notebooks.
Okay.
And I write down notes everywhere. And in the old days, had to feverishly go back through every single page of the notebook to find where the notes were. Now I've gotten a little smarter. And I take pictures of them. Like if it's client info, I'll take a picture of it and email it to myself and then put it in their client folder so that it's in a place. But that's about as, I've never had like a super organized way to do that. Thank God for email and calendars and CRMs and stuff now.
I love a hardback journal and I try to document conversations with clients. So if I need to go back and reference to a change in paint color or light fixture, whatever it is, I have it written down and I kind of, make a note, put a line underneath of it, next call, whatever. And when it's done, I'll put a big check through it. So I guess maybe that is a to-do list version.
Yeah. So you still get that high from checking the box of it being done.
I think it's more that now when I'm flipping back through, sometimes 40, 50 pages, that it's like, what still needs to be done? What have I already taken care of? I don't really get the pleasure from the check mark anymore. It's more like I have to get caught up there. I'm in the weeds. There's so much going on. Like,
first of all, if you're in my notebook and you're 40 or 50 pages back, that shit is not getting done. Like it got forgotten. It got left under the seat. And she's in last year because if it's 50 pages back, we have forgotten about it. Sometimes I walk in rooms and have no idea why I'm there. I have no idea what's happening 50 pages back in my journal. So that's really amazing that you go back and you actually find things in the recesses.
Sometimes it's like 5 to 10 pages a day that I'm taking notes.
Good God.
Well, they're small. My journals are like 4x6 and they're not huge. And I write fairly large.
Okay, so
half blind.
No, here's what we're going to do for you. We're going to get you,
they're like this.
This is not an efficient use of your time. We're going to get you into the AI world and we're going to get you something called a Plod. It's a very cool thing. I have a friend who's super AI savvy. He's a genius in that space. And a Plod is really cool. You can have one on the back of your phone. You can wear it. There's a wristwatch version, kind of. It's not a watch, but it looks like a little bracelet thing.
It makes me think of like horses. Sorry. What? Applaud. I don't know why.
Like applaud? Like clap?
Is that what you're saying?
No, it's just called Plod. Plod is the brand.
Never heard of it.
Okay. Well, yeah, because we're not super into the AI thing. So Plod is really cool because when you wear it, you can just talk to it out loud and it records everything and then it will send you an AI recap. So for those notes, you don't have to keep them like that. It will automate all the notes for you, send them to you, and then they're organized digitally for you to find.
I love my notebook. I want to be able to go back and
reference. But if
reference.
you've got time to write 5 to 10 pages of notes a day, that's
I have big to-do lists.
It's way too much time. I am working on being more efficient that way. Like I can't.
I don't know if I can give it up. I love to be able to flip back. We were just doing Women's Day planning the other day, and I was able to flip back from planning like 2 years ago and look at who I spoke to and who I called about something. I like to be able to reference. They're like reference books and historical data.
It'll do the same thing for you. You can still go back and reference. You're just not physically writing it all. And
I
giving
might
yourself
be too old.
carpal tunnel.
Might be too old for that.
All right. I don't think you're too old for that. But I'm just saying, if you want to get a little efficient, Plod may be the way to go. And that wasn't a plug for Plod because, we're not like sponsored by them, but it's just a really cool tool.
And we're not sponsored by you yet, Diet Coke either.
Sad.
I mean, I'm just saying,
just
poke.
Okay. I'm going to pull the pin out of the minutia thing.
Okay.
So,
Did I just cuss at you or something?
No, but when I tell you this story, it's going to crack you up because I was horrified when it happened. So I was in a sales training class one time, and one of the sales guys in the class kept laughing at me because I had used the word minutia a lot. Like in that talk, I didn't want everybody to get like, lost
bogged down in the minutia.
Yes. So at the end of the class, he comes up and he just like is laughing hysterically, like almost in tears laughing. And I'm like, what is going on? And he was like, I have to tell you, in my language, minutia means lady bits. Mm-hmm. He didn't say it quite that politely. He said the P word. And I was like, oh, my bad.
Alrighty then.
So basically, he'd been listening to me saying like, don't get bogged down in the lady parts, like fill in the blank the entire time I'm giving this like motivational / sales training. And oops. So I was horrified. I was like, well, thank God nobody else, because I've been offending you 50,000 different ways. And one, it drew me to the fact that I said the word minutia way too frequently in the training.
Okay, let me clarify, ladies. That is not the way that I meant the word.
I know you didn't mean it that way, but every time I hear it now, it makes me laugh so hard because I'm like, oh my gosh, like what a win for me.
I'm gonna punch you in the minutia.
I'm going to start using that. I'm going to punch you in the minutia. I like it. But yeah, so I was horrified. So now just every time I hear it, it makes me giggle so hard because I'm like, okay, well, you never know how much you're offending people unnecessarily with the English language just on accident.
I mean, I guess we're just out here trying to live our lives, and who knew we were accidentally.
Well, and speaking of offending women all over the world, so we recently discovered by spending some time with our amazing one listener.
Let's be serious. We know of at least 3.
I know. I'm just teasing. But what I thought was really cool is, so we track who's listening to the podcast, not individually. Like we don't have any weird AI software that tracks you, but we do keep, we
see you.
We get like a list that says where listeners are coming from.
The city. Yeah.
Yeah. Or state or country. And all these random countries kept popping up. And so I was deeply afraid that we were out here like offending women to their core who probably come from much more conservative countries. And turns out it was our beautiful listener who was just traveling in those different places. So when I tell you there was a sigh of relief.
So we're not really in 10 countries.
We
have one person in 10 countries.
And I'm okay with that because I'm like, can you imagine? I was really envisioning, especially in some of the Middle Eastern ones that showed up.
Very conservative.
Or some of the Asian countries that popped up. And I was like, oh my God, they probably think we're horrific. We're just total tarts over here is what they probably think.
I am pleasantly surprised. Obviously, Myrtle Beach area is our number one listening base here because that's where we are located. But we have a ton of beautiful women in Charlotte, North Carolina, and also Dallas, Texas that are listening to us. Those are our top 3 cities. So shout out to all you beautiful ladies in Charlotte and Dallas.
Yes. Thank you for listening. Should we tell everyone that we're based out of Myrtle Beach?
Oh, you think we're going to have stalkers?
I mean,
we're going to get that popular?
I don't think I'm stalkable, but I don't think I'm that interesting. But you just never know.
I think we've mentioned it enough before.
You think so?
I think they already know.
Okay.
I think the cat's out of the bag. The cat's out of the minutia.
She's crawled out. She's like, thank God for letting me go.
Yeah.
But I have this irrational fear about being taken, although I don't know why anybody would take me because I'm such a pain.
There's lots of reasons why you could be taken, but let's pray that
Maybe.
does not happen to you.
You remember that time I told you about the thing at the grocery store?
I do. I don't remember if we told the ladies or not. Do a quick version just in case, so we don't bore them in case they have heard it before.
Okay, if you have heard it, I'm sorry. But yeah, so I have an
Take a pee break if you have.
I have an irrational fear about being taken, and I don't know why, because I'm highly combative. If somebody ever tried to take me, like, good luck. I'm not going down quietly. But I went to the grocery store one time at my local Food Lion, and I came out, and I should just tell you right now that I drive a beater because she's paid for. And
Absolutely.
I'd rather invest money than put it into a payment. So this Kia has been through the stuff. Like she's been through the things. And I walk out of the grocery store and I get to my car and I look at the top and there's this god awful looking metal bracket thing on the top of my car. And I was like, oh my God, somebody put a tracking device on my car. And I'm freaking out because I'm like, oh my God, who's been tracking me? Because that's what it looked like. So I call the law. I call the police first.
You call the popo.
I call the popo, the 5-0, which Jay tells me nobody says anymore. That's how old I am. Nobody says the 5-0.
I know exactly what you meant when you said that.
Well, a Mustang came up next to us today and he was like, oh, there's the 5-0. And I was like, what? I was like, where? That's a cop? Like, that's a North Carolina tag. He's like, no, Jenny, it's a 5.0, the Mustang. I was like, oh, my bad. Side story. So we're down rabbit holes today, ladies. What can I tell you?
Squirrel.
So anyway, so I come out and there's this thing on top of my car and I'm thinking that somebody has attached this tracking device. What should have been the dead giveaway is that the tracking device looked like it would have been from the 80s when microchips were like the size of your hand. So that should have been the first giveaway.
Like they went to Radio Shack and they got a big magnetic antenna to stick to the top of your car.
Wired it up in the garage somewhere. So anyway, so I literally call the law.
911, what's the nature of your emergency?
I'm like, can you send an officer? I'm feeling unsafe. And I promise you, I'm not a moron. At least I don't think so. But anyway, so they're getting ready to dispatch an officer. And I call my husband and he's on the way. And he's like, I'm on the way. He was like 2 minutes away. So he and my daughter get there and he starts busting out laughing. He was like, Jenny, I don't want to tell you that you're being dumb right now, but that is where your antenna, that's your antenna for your car. The plastic cover had come off the antenna.
Go!
I had to call the police back and say, I'm so sorry, I'm an idiot. It's just my antenna. And he was like, who is going to take you anyway? He's like, ain't nobody taking you anywhere.
And you're not the blonde one.
But anyway, so, you know, it's just one of those things. I can't. Oh my God.
That's too funny.
It is really funny. So
how did we get down that rabbit hole?
because I was talking about somebody becoming like a single white female.
Oh, because they
from our-
would know that we're,
Now they know where we are, essentially.
I mean, the Myrtle Beach area is like the Grand Strand's what, like 60 miles long?
Yeah.
I think we're safe.
Okay. That is true. It is 60 miles.
Technically, they know our names and where we work. But anyway.
And technically, I think anybody would be like, yeah, that's them over there.
See those two girls over there? Watch this.
Damn, we're just sitting ducks. It's a good thing I carry.
I was just going to say, maybe I need to fix that.
No, I think we're safe. Honestly, we'd be really excited if you came up and were like, hey, we listened to your podcast. Can we take a pic? That'd be really cool.
I'm your number one fan.
I told you that happened to me like once in the wild where somebody came up and they were like, I am a podcast listener. And my first reaction
That
was,
is so cool.
I'm so sorry.
Well, so I saw somebody last night who we totally respect in the community. She's been on our panel for Women's Day. Completely amazing professional woman, Jenny Nicely.
Oh, yes.
From Pinnacle Real Estate Academy. If you're looking to become a realtor in the area, there is not
She
another
is the
academy
one.
that
yeah.
you want to look at. Like they are the ones. They are top tier. And honestly, the curriculum is so good. But anyway, so she's amazing. And she came to a Christmas party that I was at last night. And so it was such a joy to see her. It's always good to see her. And I got to meet her husband for the first time in person, which was really cool. But so we're standing out there and one of our newer listeners, friend of ours, Stacy, that you just recently met.
Yes.
Yeah. So she's obsessed with the breaking up with bread ceremony. So she was like, when are we rescheduling one of those? Like, I need to be invited to the next one. But Jenny walks out. And so she's telling her all about the podcast, like going crazy, telling her about like how excited she was about the podcast. And
We
she
love
was
you,
like,
Jenny.
she was like, you should really listen. And Jenny was like, yeah, will you send it to me? I was like, please don't listen. I don't want you to think less of me. And she's like, I'm probably going to like you better.
Oh my gosh. I don't know. She's a pretty smart lady. She's like, I mean,
So Jenny Nicely,
Jenny.
if you're listening, we love you.
and
And
I'm sorry.
we'll appreciate your feedback if you want to give it.
You know, that memory just popped up on my Facebook when we broke up with bread. That was 4 years ago.
Was it?
We have failed with bread for 4 years is all I can think of was like,
Okay. Let's just stop for a second. Okay. We didn't fail because there's no such thing as fail unless you just don't try. Okay. It's only learning. And what we've learned is that we are wholly, highly, and totally incapable of not consuming bread. So
it's so good.
it is so good. And it sops up all the sauces so nicely. It is so delicious.
Maybe we'll have to try again this year. Maybe second time is a charm. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. If we
Look,
have the support of the other ladies by our side.
I don't
we
think any
might.
of us are actually breaking up with bread, but I think the cathartic thought of the ceremony appeals to some. So look, if you ladies want to be a part of a renewal breaking up with bread ceremony, let us know. We'll invite you. We will do it again.
Maybe we should break up with a bad habit. Not bread, but new year, new you, all of that
I don't know.
stuff.
Throwing the bread in the ocean was pretty fun.
It was so much
It
fun.
was the physical, like chucking it, that was really a good time.
Absolutely. That
Ding.
was fun.
We haven't had
Oh,
a
Mike's
ding.
been dinging us.
Oh, he
Yeah,
has?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever.
I mean, there's just certain things like I have no intention of breaking up with. Diet Coke is one of them, and bread is pretty close second. I mean, I can pretend for the fun of the ceremony, but I don't think I'd really mean it.
No, I don't think I mean it at all. And I think it was even funnier that we were like in the McDonald's drive-thru the next morning for breakfast.
Both of us.
Yeah, both of us. Not just one of us, both of us.
You know, it just tells me, it validates my choice in bestie that I wasn't the only one that was there.
No.
I mean, we weren't even there together.
We weren't there together.
We were in two separate McDonald's at the same time.
Thanks. Hey, maybe McDonald's should sponsor us. If Diet Coke's not going to show up, McDonald's, like maybe come to...
Because the McDonald's Diet Coke is the superior Diet Coke.
It is the superior
all Diet Cokes.
But if McDonald's is going to sponsor us, they have to bring back a salad so we can at least pretend like we're being healthy. Like those girls, have you seen them on social media where they order food and they're like, okay, guys, I ordered a salad. I'm going to review it. And then it comes out and it's a hamburger. They're like, oh my God, guys, they accidentally gave me a burger instead of a salad.
I have not seen that.
Oh my God, it's so good. They're like, oh, I guess I'll eat it anyway.
No.
Knowing they ordered a burger.
No, but I did used to like the salad shakers. Do you remember they would come in basically like a Diet Coke cup?
Oh God, those were so long ago.
I liked that though, because I like when you shake it and the dressing gets throughout. It's not just on the top layer of salad. And then once you eat through that, you have dry lettuce.
Well, you know how the thin girls eat salad? They don't put the dressing on the salad.
You dip your fork in the dressing.
Dip it.
I have to be a really low, dark place to do that. I'm not going to lie.
That is like the wearing pantyhose that are too thick in a building that's too hot for me in food. That's what it feels like. It feels like meh.
Have you seen those new pantyhose tight
like the
things
non see-through ones?
They look like skin.
Yes.
Those trip me out. And I can't decide if I want to try them or not. I don't know that I want to look naked, but they look kind of cute when you have boots that go up to the knee. And, you know, and then you have a longer dress. So there's only a couple inches that show in between. I don't know. I think it looks kind of cute.
I think they're more suited for women who wear outfits that are a little bit more scanty, and it's supposed to give the like
naked vibe
illusion. Yeah.
I was just thinking it would keep you warm in the winter.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm not that fashionable. Hey besties, it's almost time for the 6th annual Hype Girl International Women's Day celebration on Friday, March 6, 2026. So go online to iwd2026.eventbrite.com or onto our website at hypegirl.us for all of the details.
We have a lot going on. This is such a busy time of year. Day job trying to get things done for folks for holidays. Women's Day planning is in full swing right now. We have some exciting things happening within the Hype Girl Corporation and that we are excited to share with you in a little while. Not ready yet, but someday very soon we'll spill the tea. We'll tell you about the secrets. But what we can tell that we did announce is that we hired the most incredible brand ambassador that you may have noticed on our socials this past week. Her name is Sissy, and I can just not say enough amazing things about this lady. And I'm so
I love her.
Thrilled that she decided to come join our team. So hopefully you will meet her out in the wild and you'll get a chance to say hello. And we know you're going to love her as much as we do.
Absolutely. And I'm honestly shocked that didn't know her before. Like,
Same.
I don't know how
I think she
escaped.
Traveled in maybe different circles.
Maybe, but still, there was still a lot of connection, a lot of crossover. So that's really interesting to me, which means there's more fabulous ladies that we haven't met yet in this place that we call home.
I'm excited about that.
I am too.
I love to meet a fabulous lady.
I want to learn stories this year. You were talking about this the other night about how cool it is to hear other people's stories.
Oh, yeah.
And I want to find a way for us to share, not on the podcast, obviously, in more of the Hype Girl. That's a separate piece of the puzzle. But yeah, I'm excited.
I love storytelling in general. And I know you do too. And we
really do.
Both incorporated that a lot into our sales careers. And so I think that's part of the reason why we fell in love with it. But now it's just part of our everyday and getting to know people and connecting with them through their stories and their history.
Well, I also think stories are more powerful now than ever because in this land of social media lies, where everything looks so pretty and everything's supposed to look so perfect and aesthetic, that was the big word that all the kids were using in 2025. Everything had to be aesthetic. Yes. In that iteration of life, I think it's people actually having real lives and things that happen to them and overcoming and triumph and all that. It's kind of gotten lost in the sauce because everybody's trying to pretend like life's perfect, but yet there's a dichotomy there we have to be careful about because we don't want to make it seem like you have to struggle for your life to mean something and be great. And every story isn't about struggle, But, there's a lot of people out here who are going through a lot of things right now, but the, social media kind of glosses over it all in so many aspects. So yeah, I find stories really powerful. And I also just really love hearing about parts of life that I'll never experience, like pockets of places, careers I'll never experience, histories, how people's childhoods are different and their cultures. And I think that's so cool.
Agreed. Totally. I think when people are brave enough to share their story with you, to me, it makes them more interesting. Not that they have to have a terrible tragedy to have happened to them,
Correct.
but just when they're honest about their story. And it could be something as simple as where they grew up, their family dynamic, their favorite vacation. Like, it doesn't have to be a tragic story, but everyone has a story. And when they share that with you, it's just another way to connect. And I love my superpower of connecting people to one another. So that's awesome, especially this time of year. Always a little more nostalgic around the holidays.
Always.
Jenny King,
I know.
Drink some more Diet
What is going on?
I don't know. What is with you?
I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm hungry. Probably it.
Jeez Louise.
That's probably it. I'm probably hungry. We've been having so many great meals lately that food's been on my mind a lot. Like, I want to keep stacking on great meals.
Okay. Let's do it. I'm in. You know that. Last time we were in the studio recording, we were heading out the door for chips and salsa. But then the day after that, we went out for big girl fancy dress up dinner.
Oh, that was
We took
so fun.
ourselves out on a girl date.
We did go out on a girl date, and it was so fun.
It was so fun.
It was. But I also really like that we did go somewhere fancy.
We did. We dressed up. We looked so cute, if I dare say so myself. I mean, I
Did.
put on pantyhose for the first time in like 2 years.
Look at you go.
I know. And you had on heels. Like,
I did.
It
We
was,
were ready to go.
Yeah, we looked great.
And we met
Red
the
lips,
cutest. We met the cutest little couple at the bar while we were waiting for our table.
Oh,
They
yeah.
are regulars at this establishment. The man was so funny. He was like, I'm watching my figure, but I'm letting it go tonight. I'll start again on Monday. I was like, I didn't know men really cared about that. So it was really cute.
He's like, I'm going to get the loaded mashed potatoes because they're so good. I just don't care.
And then I told him everything was calorie free at this restaurant. And he was like, oh my God, we didn't know. I had no idea. And they were so excited. But it was a great dinner. And I think that treat yourself is a phrase that was out a lot last year.
Okay.
And a lot of people were doing it, but I don't think we did it as much as we should.
Agreed.
And
We
it
should have
felt
done
really
it
nice.
much more. Yeah. Well, you and I kind of have a tradition where in December we go out, we kind of do a recap of the year. We
Yes.
talk about our dreams for 2026. We usually will decide on our word for the
Yep.
year, and we'll just kind of, cap off the current year and set intentions for the next one. And I love that that's a tradition that you and I have.
Do you have your word yet for 2026?
I'm not going to reveal it yet.
I don't have mine yet. I'm toggling between a handful.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got you. I have one that I'm toying around with. I'm batting her around and I'm going to see if she sticks. I'm still
Okay.
praying on it a little bit.
I like it. In the next 2 weeks, I'm carving out 2 days that are my sit down, go back through my business plan, make sure everything's mapped out, and then I'll solidify my word on those 2 days.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love that. Do you ladies do that? Do you ever sit down and pick a word for the year that's going to just be kind of top of mind and the intention which you are going to create action from? And if you haven't tried it yet, I highly encourage you to do it. It's made a big difference for me. I actually typically will take my word or some iteration of it and change it into, so it's also a reminder
that's
because I
smart.
have to type it
Because you keep thinking
all
about
the
it.
time. So it
Okay.
always brings it to the front of my mind and reminds me.
That's a really smart idea. I have not done that.
So no, I shouldn't announce my word. Everyone will be hacking it.
I was going to say, you can't tell anyone your word now. Because if they have your birth date and your address, you're done for.
I'm done. I'm screwed.
Although I'm always like, who, because the places that always want to verify your information are the places where you're paying your bills.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, if somebody's calling you to pay a bill for me, please don't stop them.
Yes.
Let them go. Go nuts.
That happened to me
Enjoy.
the other day. It drove me crazy. They called me on the phone to verify an appointment, and they called me and then wanted me to verify all my personal information so they could verify. And I was like, no, sir. I was like, no. If you don't have all that information and you don't know who you're talking to, since you had my phone number on record and you called me, then we're just going to have to call it a day.
Well, good for you for standing up for yourself, because you know how many people get taken with stuff like that and they just start, because it sounds official,
Yeah.
they just start giving out all the information.
Yeah.
But I just find it so hysterical. I'm like, if somebody is trying to pay the bill, let them. Let them.
Yes.
Go ahead. Go nuts.
Do it. Pay for all my electricity. Go for it. Pay for all my whatever, cell phone bill, whatever you want.
Have at it.
Have at it, sir.
Cell phone bills are obnoxious. I need to
It's
understand
one of
why they're so
those, like,
expensive.
I feel like cell phones, to me, I'm going to put in the same category as like used cars and mattresses, where they advertise one thing to get you in the door, and then you get there and all of a sudden, like, that free phone is now costing you $300 a month. And it's like, wait a minute. I'm here for the free iPhone. Like, how did this happen? It's insane.
That happened to us. We switched from Verizon to a different carrier. And when we got there, the plan that we signed up for was like an unlimited plan.
Yeah.
And it had our 2 lines plus a third free line. And our bill was like $165 a month.
Not bad for 3 phones.
No, not bad at all. And we didn't actually have anybody using the third line, but it was there for when somebody wanted to. And Jay was on a different plan at the time, my husband. Now all of a sudden it's up to like $214. And I'm like, how did that happen? We haven't financed any phones. We haven't added any lines of service. And somehow we're at $214. And every time you call them, they're like, oh, yeah, it's always been this way. I'm like, au contraire, mon frère.
Right. Au contraire, mon frère.
I can show you the bill.
Yeah.
Not been that. Yeah, it's just bizarre.
Here's another one that drove me crazy. We went to the eye doctor. All of us in the family, we had our eyes checked for the first time in years. We were way overdue. We all needed glasses. So we went out into their lobby to pick out the frames. We have really good vision insurance. So the frames were basically free. But then they told us they were going to charge us the sales tax on the price of the frames before the insurance covered it. So each one was going to be $350 or something ridiculous like that for the lenses, the tax, all the things. So the free glasses were no longer free anymore. And I was like, have you lost your mind? And like, oh, everybody does this way. I'm like, well, I'm not doing it this way. So we all left without glasses. And I'm like, we'll go to Lens Crafters or somewhere else. But
oh yeah, we go to Lens Express and they're phenomenal.
But I've never heard that in my life. Like,
never
you
heard
have
of
to
that.
pay for the tax even if your health insurance covers it. And I felt helpless and powerless. And I'm like, what is this world coming to? It doesn't make sense to me. It literally makes no sense to me.
I mean, look, I think everybody's going to get their piece, right? They're going to get their
Some
piece
of them
the
are
pie.
double dipping.
Oh,
They're getting the whole loaf of the bread.
probably double tripping.
The whole loaf.
We're not even going to talk about how
They're getting
double,
that big
triple,
old sourdough.
the whole loaf and the taxes. We're not even going to talk about that.
Mm-hmm. All right, ladies. Thanks for spending another episode with us today. We had a lot of fun together.
We love you, besties, and we couldn't do it without you. Thank you for hanging along and going down this rabbit hole of a ride with us. We'll definitely see you next time.
Love you. Bye.
Hey Hype Squad, it's Mel. Have an idea for an upcoming show topic? Want to ask a question or comment on something crazy my mom or Aunt Jenny have said? Or do you just want to learn more about upcoming events? Visit us at hypegirl.us.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.